Attention gamers, there are two types of champions in League of Legends. Those who can do 20 straight things right but then one small mistake renders them totally useless, and not everyone will fully agree with me when I say ADCs fall into this category, as a legendary misfortune might be able to blow up an entire team, but one tiny mistake as an ADC will leave you black and whited. Then there are the champions that can do 20 things wrong but then doing one thing right results in great success. And unlike the first category, I think everyone will agree that this category is set, and any champ released in the last year.
There have been times when we've given new champions too many tools and had to pull back later to give them more clear weaknesses.
Now, while some of you may say this queefing kitten is the poster cat of these elo inflated champs, I'd argue one champ is even worse. That's right, a roly golem gathers no rust, but boy oh boy do they gather undeserved LP, as this champ has literally one responsibility, and that is to introduce enemies to their teammates in a forceful manner, and they only have to succeed in this responsibility like 1 out of 69 times to be effective, considering a blitz can miss 9 hooks, land the 10th and win the game off that alone. So what did Riot do? They gave the arm-flapping school bus this year's victorious skin, which to me proves that they won all the casual cuckwads resorting to cheap picks in games to further uneven the scales in every ranked lobby, because it's not enough for a Plat 4 game to already feature someone first timing a champ, someone else smurfing from Grandmaster, and 2 other people who hate each other's guts with a passion. So let's just add a Bronzy who made it to Plat by playing Blitzcrank only, making it harder and harder to climb for players, while Riot is simultaneously feeding this time and money sinking addiction that we all have to their piss pit of a game. So today I am going to prove just how easily an idiot can win on this champ, by playing him myself in an elo above my own, because if elo inflation is the goal, once you go mech, you can't go back, and once you go mech you've learned the tech.
Rav, just stick to the script.
Okay, just give me a sec, because next on deck, we've got a sponsor from Mech. That's right, Mech Arena, the mobile shooter that I unironically am super high elo in, because it's basically like a Valorant meets Overwatch meets the Transformers on your phone bonanza, and today I will show you the Rav routine on Mech Arena. Welcome to my hangar where all my collected Optimus Primes hang out, still waiting for Megan Fox to stop by. Doors always open, babe, but today we will be prepping Kill Shot for battle. He's a short range in your face suicide bomber battle blitzcrank, so I like to pop 2 shotties on him and use my earnings to unlock a sexy outfit. Can't go wrong with leopard print, am I right girls? And we are off. Now on this mech you gotta know your weaknesses, so I play it safer than a set of training wheels on an inner tube until I find isolated target numero uno # first blood to Rav. Then I zoom out of danger for a little reposition so that you can witness rampaging Rav in action. You see, I'm the killshot assassin, so boom. Combo this loser trying to cap this base and your boys on a killing spree. Rinse and repeat, pick your spots, and you know what happens when you rock the Rav strategy. Easy ass dubs in the Mech Arena, with you claiming MVP badges of honor to show all the babes in your hangar. Anyways, the game has tons of new stuff happening now, including new weapons like the disc launcher, special Halloween events, and skins that I will be grinding to get, not to mention rewards for just logging in each day. So use my link in the description or scan this QR code and the men and women at Mech will grant you a skin, some dank coins, and a stack of credits. So find Rav RAV in game and try to keep up. Alrighty, game 1 starts. I'm just casually being vocally annoying in chat cause I know I'm about to get hardy low inflatedly carried, but first, name a better level 1 champ than Blitzcrank. That's right, you can't, and I get a handful of perky tit to earn first blood. And it's worth noting that the role of bouncing Britney Spears, my ADC, was being played by Zwag himself, who's a big daddy player rocking weird builds on YouTube, which accomplishes elo inflation ×2 cause the MMR of this game is higher than my own, and I have a nice cozy backpack to hang out in. JK, no one is carrying this tin twat, as I grab another sliver of MF ass, light her on fire, and wait for Zwag to break a few minty toothpicks in her for the kill. And rule number 69 when you know you don't deserve to win any fights is to say stupid cheesy shit in chat all game. Then we hit 6, which means it's time for me to get sucked up into that avatar chick's asshole with the option to aim myself out like a deadly diarrhea, and as you can clearly see I died due to choppy lag obviously. I roam up river mid to see if this rabbit in the hat slut wants to touch my rusty nipples, only for her to disappear, so I release the static shard I've been holding in since I turned 6, and if I were her I would be fucking pissed that a blitzcrank support just did 60% of my health without even knowing where I was. But hey, if you can't beat them then join them, run into them and press R. So I come back bot, and Lava Lamp Malphite is aggressively eager for me to shake his hand, so I'm like fine, but my hand is fertile so you might get knocked up. Meanwhile MF was tickling me just a tad. #ADCs are like sea monkey worthless. And finally, once blue bitch finished her popcorn she stops watching and does something useful. Then in my mind I'm all for doing the Macarena all the way back to base, but bouncy Brittany is over here like sticks and stones may break my bones, but diving tower as an ADC will definitely fucking kill me, and this proverbial worm on the hook routine baits me in to save the day. But a few more impalers make her rend hit harder than an Impala, and I think we all know who's to thank for that kill. At this point I start seeing their support getting nomadic, like he knows he sucks at his one job, so he's just gonna travel the world and find himself, which means this statue is about to witness a brutal murder as I eat a few stars and then run over to make her jump and butt burp some bolts to send those boobies back to base. Turns out our Trindy has a bad combination of being allergic to bees and sucking bad at League of Legends, so we have this fed buzzing asshole to deal with as I give him a warm welcome to the shrubs, knock him around a bit before starting to make like a fat tit and bounce. Speaking of bounce, it's Brittany coming in to steal all the credit for the kill, and you are probably like, Rav, why you hate Swag, but I assure you I don't have any beef against him. I had gold to spend and was on my way back to base. I run over and punch the shit out of this plant, which illogically lets me see into the distance, and well, it looks like we have a mega tilting twat AFK on TikTok, so I run over and inform him that it would be safer to look at Addison Rae's shaking ass from the base then, since Swag already had a red buff he so kindly let me and the greedy bitch. I'm spiritually tethered to head top as I eat a spear like I'm intermittent fasting, and just entered my feeding window before it's time to prove that dogs roll and cats drool as I land a flawless flash hook combo with not even 1 ounce of questionability if I ever miss, honestly, and I rack in another easy bag. Then our virgin simp in chat is talking about playing something else, and I'm like, bro, you are 200 years of game design, just play Teemo. So he listens and then continues blindly chasing straight into a bad decision, which is further complemented by his lack of any mechanical skill, so he goes down. I promptly make this LeBlanc lick some lightning before getting into an intense standoff, and you already know who wins these. Me, I win these. I step away from the action to let a few queefs out alone. You know that shit is loud coming out of these steel ass cheeks, but then once the kids have fun I come in like the roly Godzilla golem I am, before scooting in thunder cocking the bumble bitch and then chasing all the other babies away. And a quick tip to the thousands of you who are going to claim your free LP after this video by playing this Metal Madman: when you see your ADC in a 1v1 that you justify as a close fight and could go either way, you already know what needs to be done. Fuck. And if you are having deja vu of the enemy team sieging the base while I am off chasing butterflies and picking lint out of my bronze belly button in topside jungle, then I want you to know that you are not going crazy, but rather I am just crazy when it comes to the crank. Give me that fat staticky W dogs, which brings me to my next tip. When you are the obvious team captain, you need to start channeling your inner LCS coach and helping your teammates improve by describing how they should be playing future fights. And they will respect your authority, so the next time you are overextended bot with them, expect for your calls to be followed, to which you must execute them flawlessly, like I did here, breaching the base and then hard peeling a rock with my own dislocated hand. Total chipper Chad status. Ladies, if you are wondering, yes, I am always as hard as steel in this puppy, so you claim your first clearly hard-earned victory and decide to demonstrate this on a higher difficulty. Remove the ADC and give me some tentacle hentai fetish slapping melee champ as my lane companion, and you will see the true potential of this caffeinated school bus. And so you know what I did? Well, for starters, I was a board certified dickwad, which totally would have worked like a charm if their support finished fapping before the game began. But hey, there is one benefit to him being so late to lane, and that's the fact that we can pull this stupid pirate simp spirit out of her body, as I'm like, bruh, why not beat up the real thing, which leaves her flashless, running and ready to get whack-a-moled by a giant spectral octopus leg. But Lantern Larry eventually finishes his 5-knuckle shuffle on the old piss pump to some P-hub and joins us, which means it's time to get serious and play for Vision. Then it's Operation Get Fiona from Shrek Fed AF, and if you think Ghost Rider the Flaming Centaur shitter is going to get in the way of that goal, then you're crazy, because I put the goal in Golem bitches and Hecarim puts the 300G in my inventory. But you forget that the most elo inflated champ on each team is always the most vocal and the one who thinks he knows the most, so when Trind asks for build advice, I oh so generously give him the counsel that I believe others should have to pay for. And I believe it's time for the sequel of A Stupid Centaur Tries to Shit on the Support. But there's a famous proverb that goes, if you give a man a fish when a Hecarim ganks, He'll survive one gank, but if you teach a man to fish himself, he goes Super Saiyan tentacle hentai mad man grows a group of tantruming octopus appendages out of the ground to rage fuck the entire population of enemies as you contribute by getting put in some grave digger's playpen, watching patiently for him to clam clap that bony bitch in the river as you run around fully aware that you are completely useless and are contributing nothing to society as you freeload on the couch of the man who you taught to fish in the presence of a gank. Then the whore horse is trying to probe Miss Pixie Tits, so I give him a firm handshake from over the wall. You know Buzz Lightyear blitz the bitch to punish the boy/horse for getting baited. I mean, just look at this dumb Sarah Jessica Parker trying to interrupt my caressed and evolved calamari. No buddy, go play Blitzcrank or some other category 2 champ, because as you can see firsthand my job in fights now that I have trained my teammates on how to fish, aka I picked a champ that has one job and I can now just float around in fights and wait for enemies to die while optionally claw cucking the shit out of some hopeless horse. Definitely should just uninstall this game, and with that, can't wait to get my victorious Blitzcrank skin, hee hee XD. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you are subscribed and that the bell is on, because I am betting YouTube has it turned off, so please check and then brush your teeth. Rav out.
They ask how I rap like I am DaBaby. Your girl in my DMs and she going crazy. She asked to come over, I'm telling her maybe. I'm busy, I'm chasing the check.